Should we go find out about the X-ray? X-ray or object of power is safe. Maybe we start all the way. Well, no. I have a feeling like that's one that you'll get on your own, I think. As is that one. Maybe I don't have to actively seek those out. Let's do, yeah, let's start with the X-ray. Let's start with the X-ray. Let's go find... Okay, apparently we have to fast travel. Where are we going? Does it mark it? Research. Okay, this is down that... Got that taken care of. Borrow that fire extinguisher. Oh my god. Off of the trigger, just a hair. Finish the charging. Wow. Okay, he had enough of me. I think he threw it back at me. Think I'm on the right track. Looks like it's through here. Pardon me. No, I don't. I have other things I gotta do. Through here? Hypnosis lab. Oh, hello. Friendlies.
I see it. Another object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
Excuse me. I don't want to tell y'all what happened to the last guy who I saw who was busy staring at something. Rip Phillip. Way to open up a wound. Yeah. We will honor his memory. In the name of Philip, we push on. Find a way into the room to bind the light box. Okay. Well, this door can open. Can I read it? Don't think I can. Not really. What's this? I'm guessing that's the first clue. Now, which one? I can't read that. I don't know if y'all can, but I can't. We need a hint. Was that the hint? Is it really right there? So full border with the top quadrant filled in. Like both computers were activatable. There we go. That did something. Was it really that simple? What did that unlock? We have a bad history with these rooms. I hope your name isn't Philip.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut first.
You can usually hear it better if you open it up in the...
Please state your name for the record.
Warren, astronaut first class.
And you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia?
Yeah. I am.
And you acknowledge
drug
that your
commercial.
use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Your suit is good?
Yeah.
Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
First class.
And you are aware
No,
that
we were-
exposure
they
to
were,
the
signing
astral
up for
plane
it.
can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive...
You're already doing better than Philip was doing. Is there a giant astral plane worm to fight on the other side of this? Use seize to complete the astral plane challenge. By seize, do they mean the grabbing? I don't know what they mean by seize. Is there like a list? It's got to be one of her abilities, but they don't list. They don't list. Is it gonna tell me what to do? Usually they tell you. Find another way to defeat this enemy. See, oh, okay. This is a new ability. Friends forever. Friends. Oh, that was a wrong button. Well, I needed his health anyway. That's one of the gold ones. Crap. Cat's beyond. Get back here. Fight! No. He's gonna be your friend in a minute. See? The X-ray is now bond validated. Okay, so now I can make friends. Cool. That would have been useful in the jukebox challenge that we just did. That would have been very useful. We got more ability points. You know what that means, y'all. More launch. Right, that's the one. We already got that one. There's no blood. There's no blood.
Their brains were fried when I took over the object.
Why must we destroy everything we touch? Well, that's cool. We got a new ability out of that. Okay, so yeah, so I've definitely been neglecting the side mission for a while. Oh, we got a new case file. All right, let's see. The object is a light box used to examine X-ray images. The image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to a patient named Redacted. The object allows para-utilitarians to forcefully seize an individual's redacted. The seized individual becomes redacted to the user. The effect lasts redacted. Once released, the seized redacted is as a result of the psychic trauma. Well, there we go. A janitor named Redacted bound the object at St. Anne's Hospital and redacted. Soon the building's occupants were redacted by him. Ati, is that you? The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to Redacted the perpetrator and redacted the item. Fatalities numbered in the Redacted. For operationals, okay. Get a rocket guy. Oh, I'm going to get more than a rocket guy. Rocket Man. Something, something, something. I don't know the words. It's just fun to say Rocket Man. Where we go? No, I don't want to do the main one yet. Let's do... What was the other one? There was another object too, wasn't there? Yep, that one. Let's do that one. Oh, I thought you streaming earlier today? Yep. That stream was on the old ISP, Hexanaut, and this is on the shiny new ISP. Can I buy new guys? Maybe if I don't one-shot them, I can. Shiny new ISP. So, and I'm off of work tomorrow. I just have to get up to bring my dog to the vet at some point, so I plan on going quite late tonight. At some point, I do believe Solid Light is going to be joining me. And I think we're going to play some Outriders is what we're going to do. All right, I need to get to it. Where's the travel point? There it is. Standing right by it. I'll come get you in a second, kitty. Abilities. Can I max out launch? Yes. Oh. Can I? Boo! One short. All right, fine. Launch has to be maxed, and then we can upgrade everything else. All right, where is... Okay, we don't have a... Where's the nearest one? Looks like it's going to be central maintenance. Is there no... I'm confused. Is there no... Up by the access corridor. Where... They're all down there. Control room might be as close as I can get. All right, we'll go to control room and we'll figure it out from there. I'll do that. Let me let the cat back in, who is now meowing quite loudly. Should be right around here, maybe. I hear you. Oh, Jesus. That probably would have killed me. Wow. All right. Oh, hi. Oh, no. This is trouble. Can I get that health? Get my energy back. There we go. Get the health. Get the health. The bad guys hiding back here. Friends. Of course, I think he was the last one. Alright, where was I? Can I even see where central maintenance is? Should be like right here. Well, would you look at that? Central maintenance. Oh, I remember this. It was blocked. We couldn't go this way. It's still blocked. So how am I supposed to... I guess I just can't do that yet? That's a really cool effect. Well, this is kind of a bummer. It gave me a quest that I can't do. Yeah, that's the only way in it, so it's blocked off. There's nothing I can do. Well, that was a whole lot of work to find out that, find out it's a waste of time. Alright, what about this one? Okay, we need to find the researcher. Alright, back to fast travel points. Oh god. Hello. Yeah, I can hit you too. I've ever seen bad guys back here. Now there's a bunch. Take it. Take it. Did I kill him? Unexpected detour. Did you survive down there? Can you actually go down? Let's find out. I sure hope there's a way to get back up. Where is this? It's like the red version of Pandora from Avatar. What is this? Where am I?
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Excuse me? Are you lost?
Oh, it's the... What is it?
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
Test failed successfully?
Clearly
Is that the
doesn't know
right
who she's
hotkey?
talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe
No,
room?
not that one. That
Why?
one.
Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
Any samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
Seems rather contrived.
I'm sure it is.
Well, isn't she just a
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our
friendly,
paths
sociable
crossed.
person?
Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
I love the character.
So tell me
building.
again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor, a temporary position, you see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes. Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere. I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot.
The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must
pleasant.
ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so
So-
horrible.
All right.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
There's a pattern growing here. Sounds like you'll get to see it sooner or later. Yeah. I don't even know where is this on the freaking map. It's like it is. He wasn't kidding. It's well underneath. See a collectible there in the corner. I have a feeling, see, like all of these quests that I just got from all these secondary characters, they seem to be ones that you get as you go. Fresh corpses near toilets, near television, near staircases, and near the pits. Okay. I guess what I'll do is I'll set my objective for the main one, and then we'll see if I don't accidentally pick up some progression as we go. All right, here we go. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms similar in appearance to redacted construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these redacted are the original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly consumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is a truly ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. I was not taking my slacks off. Especially not at the concept of mold, thank you. Mold type E on toxic ground. Another one. All right. Let's see. Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled Redacted contains some glaring omissions that I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of that essay is that the Corey threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile, to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the redacted creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into redacted. Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Everybody has their own agenda. What's this way?
Why not return when you have something important? They mustn't keep you very busy up there.
Because I'm curious. Anything back here? Is that all the mold? Definitely looks like it's gotten a bit out of control.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry.
Whoa.
I wonder how this mold tastes.
Okay, the rocks explode. Pink flamingo supplement? Okay, agents noticed a transient commonly found outside the entrance of the Bureau headquarters would carry the item and loudly claim to be responsible for the lack of inclement weather. The frequency of these claims attracted the personal interest of Dr. Darling. In interviews disguised as casual conversations, the transient reported that the item gives me clouds when it's hot and sun when it's not. An event of note occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the vagrant. When the vagrant was witnessed... What happened to my reading skills? Let me try that sentence again. An event of note occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the item. Dr. Darling reported a wait of redacted seconds before the rain stopped. The vagrant was seized the next day. After redacted, he was found to possess no redacted and was released. The item remains in Bureau custody under suspicion of altered status, though this still has not been proven. All known variations of the identification formulas have failed to elicit a response from the item. Is a pink flamingo going to be the next thing? Where's the little gap? There it is. Is that the way we came? I think it is. Is that the only thing back here? No. Huh? That's where the rock was. That's all there was down here? That's it? Alright.
Are those people?
Creepy. Y'all are bad guys, aren't you? I got greedy. I wanted a friend. Can you blame me? I wanted a friend. Are those all people too? York! He horked. No, that's not where I came from. This isn't even on the map. This is just... Yeah, we're underneath everything. I was curious. We go across. If we go across, it might be troubling to get back. Let's see what's down first. Or is this just another way to get to the same spot? Yeah, this looks like okay. Oh my god! Oh my god. Who shot me? Where'd he go? Alright. I got sniped. We don't go that way anyway, we're going this way. Friends forever. Can you go be friends somewhere else? You're creeping me out. Try this again. Oh, he's hiding back there. He's hiding back there. He's being shy. Can we expose a rock? There we go. I think that's the guy who shot me dead last time. Alright. Still got the music going. Oops, something got thrown at me. I see you. Sniper's Alley, this level. Ooh, someone else is still shooting at me. I'm looking for collectibles and goodies. Pardon me, gentlemen. Stop shooting at me. I have something I need to read. Bremen Basket? Item to be stored in Blackrock paneled cell. Keep away from lab animals when not in use. A simple wicker basket with cloth lining, no food items inside. The item produces a hypnotic effect that solely affects non-human animals, forcing them to congregate passively around the object. Animals from every genus and species that have thus far been tested are susceptible. Single-cell organisms do not appear to react to the effect. Okay, 97 item was taken to a forest upstate for testing. Results of the test provided contradicting data as some of the attractive animals exhibited hyper-aggressive behavior. The exercise unfortunately resulted in redacted. Further testing should be restricted to more low-risk animal species with medical staff on standby. Someone got eaten. I wonder if that's what we're going to find next. Another goodie. Whoa! Where did you... Oh my god. I'm just getting disrespected tonight. We'll see. I watched 2 hunt videos and It Takes Two. I really like A Way Out, which was made by the same company. I never played A Way Out. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that another co-op game? What the? What is shooting at me? Am I crazy? Wait, are the rocks doing that? No. Okay, he's just hiding back there. Why is it so hard to see? Oh my god, I am getting my butt whooped. Again. Oh my god. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That was embarrassing. I'm calling the internet problem fixed. Okay. Let's slow this down a little bit here. Play it safe. Let's get a friend. There we go. Nose is itching like crazy again. That wasn't who I wanted to throw to. That was the guy right there. I wanted to grab that rock. Oh, that'll do. Just sneeze and get it over with already. Let's see it. Mostly related to those spores. I'm blowing them all up now. Somebody's doing something over there. Where is this coming from? Where am I taking damage from? I might not be strong enough for this part. I might have to come back for this. We're going to put this one down. That's like 3 or 4 fails in a row. We'll try this part another time. 1 degree of that an hour. the position. I wonder if I can seize one of those guys, if I can get them low enough. I still hear it. I think he's above me. I almost shot that exit sign. Oh, I saw the shadow. Yep, he's above me. All the particle effects are just nice. They're just nice. Make the floaters your friend? I'm trying to make the floaters my friend. They don't want to be my friend. Wait, maybe I can try it. Well, no. Those are like the explodey ones. I want to try one of the non-explodey ones first. Which way am I going here? Alright, the Prime Candidate program is right through there somewhere. Go away. Busy being lost. Interrupting. That's just fun. It really is. Yeah, that's a lot of them. Hey! Stop it. Anything else? I heard a... Oh, Jesus! Those guys can just sneak up on you, man. Sorry about the mess. Hope it wasn't important. That was all in the safe area. Okay. Don't think that landed. Or did it? Here's it did land. That's new. I have no idea what's going on here. It doesn't appear to care. Well, hello. What is this doing? You see that, huh? Is my game bugging out? Hard to tell with this game sometimes. Now I can't go through there at all. Why can't I go through? Is this a puzzle that I need to solve? I am so confused. Material, I mean, that's fine. Oh my god, that's a hand. What the... How's that upgrade treating you? What's up, Solid Light? Treat me alright. So far, so good. Are you ready to play? Should I hit a save point? If you want to give me input on what's happening here, by the way, I'm open to it. I came through this room earlier and none of this stuff was happening. Now I come here and there's all kinds of weirdness. There's a hand and a grate. This just keeps appearing to reset. Oh, there's another hand. Or was that the hand that was at the... Alright.
Easy peasy.
Okay, that was part of one of the... As I suspect, that was one of the mini quests I had to do. Why can't I go through there? Why not? Welcome aboard, sir.
Wart.
So, I am stuck in that room. I don't know if you were watching the stream or not.
It was cutting out because my fucking router needs reset, and I don't feel like doing it right now because I was watching on my phone.
So, there was a hand, and I cleansed it. And he was chilling and making things do, but now it's like I'm sealed in the room with a bunch of hiss, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
So I saw you were taking out those red squares, which usually you have to do to proceed.
Just do them all in like a certain amount of time?
Yeah, I think they unlock a door or something. What's your... Is that for... Are you where you are because of a mission?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, that might have did it. That was the theory I was working with, and yep, I can now proceed. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Let me... All right,
yeah, that... I don't know if you read the document on that, but that hand is like an old 60s or 70s chair.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like one of those big hand chairs. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. Alright, I am... Oh, now I'm in security and I'm being attacked. As soon as I get to my next point, I'll stop.
Yeah, that's so good.
Did it remember the character data from the...
Yeah, and as soon as you sign in, I'm getting a shitload of achievements.
Oh, good. I was just able to use the seize thing on one of those explodey guys. That was very, very gratifying.